This conference will
Is
now be recorded.
clear to
This
you why we
conference will
what is the
now be recorded.
means you are a civil background, that's why I'm asking you that you have heard of Java, .NET, everything, right? But you choose the SAP. Why SAP? If you are working in a civil in some organization, you will be getting some salary, right? You will be doing some constructions, right? So all these modules are integrated in one organization. So every organization will require one ERP system to manage its operations. Okay. So there are different ERP systems, SAP being the one, okay, Oracle being the other, PeopleSoft being the third one. So there are multiple systems. But in today's we see that SAP has a good market as compared to other systems. Okay. So now I am sharing my screen. Now, what do you understand by? Have you heard the terms ECC and S4 HANA?
Yeah, this is a. Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Please go ahead. Have you heard the terms SAP and S4 HANA? Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah.
So what happened earlier? I will open a notepad and explain you. SAP has come from multiple phases. SAP started around 85, 83, 85 and has come from multiple phases. First, SAP was a black box system, means everything was happening in the black screens and there was nothing was happening in the GUI base. There was nothing. Then SAP changed to R3 systems. R3 means this is a three-tier system, three-tier system. Okay. Now they have come for new system that is called S4 HANA. Currently, all people are trying to this. So, able to see. Okay. Now people are trying to migrate to S4 HANA. Okay. So what do you understand? Why people are trying to move from the one version to the other and then to other? What do you think? Means what is the problem they are facing? The problem is the latency. SAP data fetching, that means they are seeing the issue in file fetching the data. It's taking time. Another issue is the user experience. Okay, in this black box there was no user experience. Okay, it was a black box. In this they made it little bit easy by providing a GUI logon pad. Now they are moving to migrating to S4 HANA. Then they are using the Fury, which you told your brother is a UX expert or UX. So he is working on Fury. Okay, UI or UX we say it. Okay, so this is the main reason. So now what happens in the is that we okay, sorry for that. So I'm just opening the slides. Okay, so are you able to see the slides? Okay. So now the slides is it visible? Slides are visible. Radhika Sarvottam, slides are visible.
Yeah, yeah, but it's a little bit. Can you please expand? So, can, so how can we?
This is again disconnecting here.
I'm able to see.
So first of all, I will show you the SAP system. Okay, how SAP system looks like. Have you seen the SAP system before?
No.
So this is a SAP system that is what looks like. It asks for a username and password. So that I think team will give you. Expert for team will give you. Okay. So I am directly going inside the system to show you how it first looks like. Okay. Then we will be going through the slides. Okay. And there will this session will be mostly on the coding front, means going forward. Okay. For the first time, we are just doing some theoretical things. I'm sharing the screen again. Okay. So this is a SAP logon pad. So you will get systems here. So I will show you from where you have to add system. This is a logon pad. This is the button. through which you will be adding your system to your login pad. So what is a system? System is a server kept at any place where all the things will run. Okay. So when I clicked on this thing, so this type of screen will open. It will ask me my username and password. So I will put my username and password. These all things will be given to you. So no, you don't have to worry on this thing, this front. Okay. And will ask you to reset your password. So we have reset the password. Now this type of screen will you will see. So this is your SAP screen. You see SAP Easy Access. Okay. Now you have to understand that SAP comes with different modules. Okay. So like SAP has different modules. SAP SD is there, MM is there, EWM is there, EM is there, FICO is there, and etc. So these function modules are part of your functional stream. Okay. And then it comes to technical stream. In technical stream, SAP has ABAP, okay, Fiori, UX, okay. These are the BTP, that is none, which is coming up now. So these are your technical modules. So what we are doing here, we will be working mostly on ABAP. ABAP will comprise of ABAP and ABAP on HANA. Okay. So there is a one certification which SAP has come out with, C underscore ABAP 4D. You can check it after the call. Okay. Underscore 2309. So whatever will be part, this is a new certification and this is called as a backend developer certification. Okay. So we will be covering all the topics, majority of all the topics which is a part of this certification as a part of this course. So SAP has given the timelines for this completing the course on SAP Learning Hub as 40 hours. Okay. So this course also will be running to 40 to 50 hours. That is one thing. Will be the topics card. All the topics you can see it here also by going to the SAP standard website. Okay. And you can check it. But majorly we will be learning the coding part. So every SAP provides some standard solutions, okay, and when the standard solution does not achieve the client's requirement, then we go with a custom solution. When we talk of custom, then ABAP comes into picture. ABAP on HANA comes into picture. Till now you are clear how you will link, how where are you now? If you are able to able to understand that why ABAP on HANA we required. Clear? Hai?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now now I don't have, I have such slides in that in that remote desktop, but I will teach you from here. So your, as you said that what is the SAP system? SAP system is having ECC and S4 HANA. So majorly clients are working on two phases currently, ECC and S4 HANA. Let me check if I can open the PPT here. Did you send the PPT on my WhatsApp also, Naveen? Can you share the PPT on my WhatsApp? Okay. So
I
we
am
have
sharing.
ECC.
Already it's there. I'm sharing again. Yeah.
Yeah. So we have ECC versions like 6.0, 7.4, and as for HANA, we are having the versions like 2021, 1909, 1708, 1609. These types of versions you will hear. Now, did you understand what is the difference? What is the difference? Why you want to learn HANA? Why not ECC? Because HANA is faster as compared to ECC. Okay, as compared to ECC, HANA is faster. So that's why you want to learn HANA as compared to ECC. Is it clear, Radhika?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just opening the slide. So what I said that we have earlier SAP ECC system. SAP, we call it as SAP ECC ABAP. Now we have SAP ABAP for HANA. Now you see the screens. We have this data dictionary screen, reports, screen programming. All these things are used to display reports and do the interfacing. Okay, I will show you in the system also, like this. This is a screen. Okay, we in SAP we mostly go with the transaction codes like SC11. This transaction code helps you to create tables in SAP. Suppose where will you store your data? For storing, what will you require? You will require a table, correct? If I ask you to, you have 100 employees, where will you store that data? You would require a table to store that data, right? So in SAP, we have a transaction code SE11, which gives us the feature to create tables. Okay, here we have some standard tables like Mara, that is a material table. Okay, any Z table which we create, Z star, okay, that is the custom tables like student table, right? So what will table contains? Table will contain fields and their types. Okay, we will go in each element, we will go very deeply, but for today's sake, just I am giving you a brief idea how things work. Okay, so earlier we were having SAP ECC. Now we are having SAP S4 HANA. Okay, so in ECC we were not having the concepts like CDS views, AMDP, HANA modeling. These concepts were not there in the ECC part. These have come up with the S4 HANA part, which we call as ABAP on HANA. Okay, from the technical point of view. Okay, now everything which we are doing on the GUI is also available on the Fiori screens. Okay, Fiori means FIORI. Fiori means front end, like URLs. You in Java you create a in Amazon you create a open a website. Similarly, in SAP anything which you have to open in the browser application. FIORI Fiori application. This word you see here, Fiori application. Pointer options. The Fiori option, Fiori I have written. Okay. Now next. Okay. Now you want to understand what is ERP, which I have already given you idea. What is ERP? Okay. So ERP is enterprise resource planning. There it is. There are different modules in this. Like we have a marketing module SD. We have a CRM module, that is customer relationship management. Finance we call it as PICO. Manufacturing we call it as Okay. HR is the HR is the where it means suppose you are working in an organization, you get your salary, so that is the HR module. Supply chain is SCM. Okay, project management is PM. Purchasing is also P2P cycle, that is cycle. Okay, so what this figure shows you, that there is a one ERP system and it has all the modules which is required for an organization to run the operations. Is it clear? You can read it also. Is the integrated management of main business process mediated by software and technology. Hope it's clear. Can I move ahead?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Now what is SAP? So I told you it was founded in 19. This is just a basic knowledge. Nobody asked during an interview. Nobody never asked. So system. This is a full form: systems, application, and products in data processing. Company was started in 1972. Who start headquartered in Germany. Okay. Now it has these many customers over 180 countries. Okay. Now I told you there it has evolved from 1972. It has evolved in multiple phases. Okay, who can learn this module in Java, ABAP? Okay, so in as I told you that there are different programming languages like C, C++, Java. ABAP is a programming language for SAP. Okay, so we the person who is interested in doing coding, okay, or who has a background in coding can easily learn ABAP. Okay, there's nothing means if that is very helpful for him if he has a background, but if he does not has a background, then also I would say ABAP is very compared to Java or .NET, because it does not have a complex scenarios like pointers and all those things. It does not have. It's a simple logical part which you can write and you can learn. Okay, and what this language can do, what will you do if you learn this language? What will you be doing? You will be either enhancing the standard reports. When you say enhancing the standard reports, I told you SAP gives you standard report something. So if that standard meets customer requirement, then he will ask you to enhance those screens. Okay, so you can create a new UI screens. Now there is a concept of master data and transactional data. Like you have to upload the masters in your SAP system. So that is what mass changes and mass updating, where we upload the master data like customers, vendors, we upload those data. Okay, we can do create delete changes in database table, and we can also print the invoice forms and other forms using a web. Okay, you see when you order from Amazon, you get an invoice, right? That invoice how is getting printed, so those types of invoices also you can print using a web. Okay, what is the role once you learn your ABAP? What will be your role? First role is that you will create the customizations, create screens as per the requirement. Then there can be a background jobs which you will like to run, okay, which helps the business. So these are the things which you will, as a when you become an ABAPer, there are multiple things you have to do. You have to create tables, you have to create screens, you have to run the background jobs, you have to debug the programs, you have to debug the interfaces. Multiple things are there. Okay, and to be honest, see ABAPer, I would say ABAPer would earn little less as compared to functional, but wherever there is SAP implemented, ABAPer is must to be there in the organization. Uh, an organization working on SAP cannot afford to have no ABAPers. Okay, ABAPer is the stone which is required to be in each organization if it has implemented SAP as a system. Clear till now? Any questions? Radhika, Sarvottam?
No, sir.
Please feel free to ask question. Then only you will be able, because you are totally new to this, na. So it can be little bit tough. Okay. So it says what is prerequisite to learn ABAP on HANA? Means if you have background with coding, it is little easy. But if you don't have, then also it does not matter much. Okay. Okay, now I told you that now earlier we were having EC system, now we have a HANA system. So why HANA system is faster? HANA system has implemented some approaches, like it has increased the RAM size. First of all, there are two things HANA system has come into picture. One hardware, one is software. Hardware, it increased the RAM size. Okay, when it started processing everything on the RAM, means when the things which are processed on the RAM are faster as compared onto the hard disk. Okay, secondly, they applied different software techniques like columnar approach, where they are storing data in the column format instead of a row format. Okay, so whenever there are aggregate functions, those functions are happening very faster as compared to the earlier system, which is ECC. Okay, this is there in, it's to come in the slide also. I will explain you in detail. So history of HANA means you take this slide, you read it, but be asked, it's just to give you the things that what from where it started and where it came. Okay, as I told you that whenever new version is coming in HANA, we have a number that is denoting it like 1709. This means it came in the month of September. 9 is a month, 09 is a month, and first is the year 2017. Similarly, when we say 1809, it came in the month of September, and year is 2018. Okay, clear till now? Version, how does version is decided? So first question in interview, everybody will ask on which HANA version you are working. Okay, so you when you start working on SAP HANA, then you will be knowing that which version you are working. Okay, I can show if this system allows me to show, I will show that also. Okay, you can go to system status. Okay, so we go to system, we go to status. Okay, in status we go to details, product version details. Okay, so you are here, it was showing 75.7. Okay, and If we go to install product versions, it will show you release version 2022. Okay, these are the released versions. It's showing that you are currently working on S4HANA on premise. That is a 2022 version. Okay, initially they used to this technique where they are using that month and the year, but now they are using the technique the year in which they are releasing the version. So in this the system this which you are working, it's 2022. So this was released in the year 2022. Is it clear?
Yes.
Is it a
Okay.
new version? This is the.
Yeah, it's the latest. Means to 2020, we should have been working on 2023 is the latest, but
Okay.
2022 is the, also the okay one. So means most of the
Oh,
clients are using this only. Okay,
oh.
okay, yeah, okay. Now coming back to the slides again.
So if they want 2023, so are they
Nothing will
going
change
to?
for you.
Okay. Okay.
Nothing will change for a developer. It is that some additional things are added for the functional side majorly. Okay, but everything starting from 1909 to 2023, everything is supported everywhere from the technical point of view. Okay,
Are they going to ask for 2023 or is it okay? So we can.
see when the interview will start, they will ask
Mm,
you, Radhika, on which SAP version you are working. Okay,
okay,
you have to
that's
say that I'm working on S4 HANA 2022 version. Just
oh,
that's question is closed. Okay.
okay. Okay.
Yeah. Now, what is a thing means now a little bit of why S4 HANA? What S stands for? S stands for simple. Uh, four means fourth generation, and then SAP S4 HANA SAP Business Suite for HANA. Okay. Now I told you that why HANA. HANA is working majorly on the RAM, so it is an in-memory database. We say it as an in-memory database. It stores the data into column format. Okay, that's why it's faster. It may, all the function are not happening at the disk. It is happening at the RAM level, so that's why it's faster. This in-memory helps us to give us the performance advantage. Okay, this slide is clear. Means you understand. Means I will explain this in the next slide as well. But till now, theoretically, why S4 HANA is faster? Because it uses in-memory database. It uses columnar approach. These are the two main major reasons the system is faster as compared to the older system. Okay. Now, this is evolution. See, in 2011, we were in the 2011 SAP HANA came into picture. Then there is another module BW, which is also a part of SAP that is used for reporting. Okay. Then 2012 they come with powered by HANA. Then it business suite came into picture. What is business suite? Means earlier what happened means let me explain you with the example. What used to happen? We have a three things like presentation layer, application layer, and the database layer. So what is HANA? Can anybody tell me? The database, its application, it is a presentation. Sarika, what is HANA?
Data, a database? Like,
Yes, HANA is a database. So initially, what they did, they come with business suite. Business suite means they have only changed the database to HANA. Only changed database to HANA, and they didn't change anything in the application layer. Okay, presentation layer. So that is what this slide is showing. That when they came up, they SAP Business Suite powered by HANA. Okay, only they changed the database. Transactions remained same. Okay, then they started changing the processes also. They first changed the process which was finance, and they named it as simple finance. Okay, then they changed everything processes plus database, and they named it as SAP S4 HANA. Okay, so they started with R2 systems, then they moved to R3, then they moved to ERP, and then finally 2015, from 2015 they are selling the S4 HANA product. Is it clear?
here I just little confused. What? Yeah, like,
So you see these transactions are happening. You see I have written SC11 here.
yeah. So
This
it's
is we call it a transaction.
mm,
Okay. So when they come with the business suite, what they did, they kept the database at the same level. That they changed the database to HANA. Okay, but they didn't change the transactions. Okay. What was
okay.
running in ECC will run in S4HANA also, in business suite of HANA. They didn't change the structure. Let me go to another slide, then I will explain that to you also.
Can we get this
Now,
slides?
yeah, you will
So,
get this slide. So, okay.
okay.
So this is a R1 architecture. So this is by mistake R2 written, but this is R1 architecture. What was happening in R1 architecture? There was one box. In one box, they have kept all the things: database, application, and presentation. And there was a black screen on people which used to work. What is the drawback of this? If anything gets hit or accidentally hit in this box, it is very difficult to troubleshoot which where the issue is. Is it in presentation layer? Is it in application layer? Or is it in database layer? So that issue takes lot of time to resolve because this was already packed in one box. Okay, and system has to shut down for multiple days or months to rectify that issue. To resolve this issue, they come with another approach that was R2. In R2, what they did, they removed the database from that box and they kept only application and presentation in that box. Now, whenever the issue came, they were able to know whether the issue was in database layer or it was in the application or presentation layer. But here still the issue lies. If the issue is in this box, then they are still not able to realize it was an issue in application layer or presentation layer. So they came with the R3 approach. R2 was also a black screen, means they in this screen they used to work. Okay, then they work with the R3, but in R3 what they come with a three-tier architecture. They separated the presentation layer, application layer, and database layer. What was the benefit for this? If the issue is in the database, then they know that this has to be fixed. If the issue is in application, they know this has to be fixed. And if the issue is client layer, they know this has to be fixed. So it reduced the time to of downtime. It reduced the downtime of the SAP system. It increased the efficiency, and it helps the business to run smooth for longer period of time. Now, R3 system was how was R3 system? R3 system was this GUI only, the with GUI which I was showing you. Okay, the GUI which I was showing you, that was a GUI. Now they come with the S4HANA system. In S4HANA system, everything is a Fiori base. Means Fiori base means they are in the form of website. You have these tiles. You will click on these tiles, and you will when you click on these tiles, it will show you the reports. Okay, so that is your S4HANA. Is it got clear, Radhika now?
Yeah, yeah. No.
Okay. Why means how they've moved.
Now they're
Sarvottam, is it
changing.
clear to you?
Yeah.
They are changing to the website approach. Okay, they were fearing that every other technology was taking that approach. They were behind it, so they come with the concept of Fiori and they embedded Fiori into S4 HANA. Clear,
Yeah.
Sarvottam?
Yes.
Okay. Now evolution means this is what telling. Now this is our this we are talking about the three systems like ECC6. What was the database? It was Oracle, MS SQL, and we were used to access it using SAP GUI. As when we say SAP GUI, I would like to means what I you see this you see SAP logon. This is called SAP GUI. Means everything that is launched from this launch pad. Okay, this is SAP GUI only. Okay, this is this is not your that browser screen. Are you able to understand? This is not your browser screen. This is a backend system. Okay, and this is called your SAP GUI. Okay, so what happened when so when they were on the ECC6 system, there was the database was not HANA. You main thing here you have to understand that database was not HANA. Everything was remain same. Then they bring business suite on HANA. What they did? They changed the database only. Okay, because database was the something which is making the things faster. So they changed the database. They didn't change anything on the top. But when they turn to S4 HANA, they change the database as well and they change the accessing that applications using Fiori. Is this slide clear? This is the major slide to understand the difference for SAP. This is not ABAP. This is just a SAP at a glance. What is happening? Sarvottam, any doubt? Any doubt? Any basic doubt? Anything you want? You please ask freely.
Yes. No, sir, continue. No, need.
Radhika, in these three boxes, first focus on the database. In first database was Oracle. When Business Suite on HANA came into picture, when
Database.
Business Suite of HANA came into picture, then database changed to SAP HANA. When S4HANA came into picture, database also changed and the front end also changed to Fiori. Okay, so we are at this stage now, okay, where we are accessing the application at Fiori level and our database is HANA.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah.
now what happened? This is just the understanding. This is taken from SAP delivery sessions. What was happening? Suppose a customer was having older system. It was having 600 GB of data. When he changed to S4 HANA system, he used S4 HANA system uses column store as a compression technique. So that data was converted into 118 GB. Okay. Then after that data was converted into 118 GB compressed. Then they use a simplification of data model. Simplification of data model means earlier there was 10 tables. Now SAP in S4 HANA created 2 tables out of 10. They removed the 8 extra tables. Okay. So that data of 118 GB was now converted into 42 GB. Okay. Now finally data is 598 GB data has been converted to 42 GB, and if we check the accurate data means there can be junk records also. So finally that data was converted into 8 GB, and when the data is converted to 8 GB means we have reduced the data from 598 GB to 8 GB. So our transaction processing will become faster because now we have a less data. Our select statements will work faster as compared to the if we are putting select statements on 598 GB of data. Is it clear?
Okay.
So this is from the SAP standard delivery sessions. Okay. Now this is what we have already seen presentations. I will come back to this slide later. Okay. Say HANA presentation server. Java controller database. Okay. This I will come to you little later. I will tell you. Okay. So now when we are working on S4 HANA, we are saying that we are working in memory database. In memory database means everything is running on the RAM side. In SAP and data is kept in RAM. You see it that data is kept in RAM to support OLAP and OLTP functions. OLAP is your analytical processing. TP is a transactional processing. Okay, when you order on Amazon that please buy me 10 bags, that is your transaction. You are doing the transactions. Okay, but they have even master data where means who are their vendors, that is their master data, right? They have stored some there some when you order it, it goes to multiple vendors. That vendor data is stored, that is your master data. So when we work with the master data, then we work majorly with the OLAP. But majorly when you see when you're working on SAP system, OLTP transactions are much more than the OLAP transactions. OLTP means you are doing some transactions, you are creating the sales order, you are buying the raw materials, or you are selling the something to someone else. Is it clear?
Yeah.
So these are the capabilities of S4HANA. Means this in memory database. Whenever you heard this term in memory database, you should be saying that in memory database means everything now which was working on the application layer, now it has started working on the RAM, and that is making the things faster. Okay. Earlier system was having only row storage. Now SAP HANA provides both the privileges as row storage as well as column storage. So we use column storage when we have to do some functions like aggregate functions like sum, average. We go with the column storage. When we only wish to read the records, we go with the row storage. Okay. So column storage supports parallel processing and perform aggregation and calculation at high speed. Okay. I have examples ahead in this slide only. Okay. So what is a table? Table consists of rows and columns. Is it clear? you see this table has three columns: material number, material description, price. Material number means what all materials are there. What is their description? Means this mat one is a ben car one, means anything it can be. And what is its price? 5 lakh rupees. So earlier table, this way the table values are stored in the SAP system. Okay. So this is was a rows and column format. So SAP used to provide only a row store provision. Okay. Whenever we have to read the record, we have to read the record sequentially. Row 1 has to be read, row 2 has to be read, row 3 has to be read, and row 4 has to be read. So it used to take a lot of time because we were reading sequentially. Okay. To remove this, they have come with another approach, that is a column storage. In what column storage, what we do, we take the unique numbers. Like in first column, we like this table has three columns. We will make three tables. Okay, and we will store unique things like mat1, mat2, mat3, mat4. These are unique. Okay, similarly unique records we will stay, and there will be a pointers to the another column. Suppose in this table we have a duplicate record, so only column will store only the unique record. Okay, so this type of storage mechanism is faster when we have to do aggregate function. Let me explain you how it works. Okay, suppose we have Excel. Okay, so we are talking about column storage. Okay, we have your name, we have your address, we have your means uh, city. Okay, we have Sarvottam who lives in India. We address is India, and we can have means a city as Gujarat. Okay, we have Adhika. Okay? We have India. India. We have this as a Amritsar. Okay. Then we have a Radhika. We have Australia, Melbourne. Okay. So when we have a row storage, then we have to store three records. Okay. In a row storage format, we have to store three records. Okay. But when we go with a column storage, what will happen in column storage? It will create three column. Column one will have name, and it will store only unique names like Sarvattam. Instead of three records, it will store only two records because it will only store unique records. Okay. Similarly, it will create another column 2 where it will store unique records, that will be India and Australia. It will create column 3. It will store three records: Gujarat, Amritsar, and Melbourne. And internally, it will store the mapping. But see now, to store this table, we require three rows and three rows, three columns. We would have required 9 size, 3 into 3, right?
Yeah.
But to store this, how much space we require? 2, 4, 7.
So,
Okay. So compression happened, right? Here we
yeah.
required 9 boxes, but to store data in the columnar format, we required only 7
7.
boxes. Okay. So compression worked. Okay. This is your compression technique. Okay. Now, how will you match which record to which? They have internal mechanism, that is, they have multiple algorithms they have applied where they are storing the linkages between the columns. Okay, and you don't have to do anything with that. As a ABAP consultant, you don't have to do anything. That SAP itself is providing that. It's just telling that how linkages, it is already maintaining the linkages. It's just telling that I have done that work for you. Okay, and you don't need have no need to worry about this thing. And I am telling you that column storage will be faster in where you have to do the compression, or you have to do the functions like sum, aggregate, and these functions you have to do. You should go with the column storage. Okay, if you only want to read the data sequentially, you go with the row storage. If you have to perform some functions, some actions, you go with the column storage. So in S4HANA, we are majorly going for a column storage. Okay, clear hai? Is it clear, Sarottam? Is it clear to you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So this is what there will be next slide also showing the same. So we are written which to choose. When you have to do calculations, you go for a column storage. Okay, when you have to only read the things, no aggregation functions are required, then you go with the row storage choice. Okay. Now, what happened earlier? We used to do coding in the system. In this system, we used to use transaction SC38. But with the advent of S4HANA, SAP has come with a tool called ADT, ABAP Development Toolkit, which is an Eclipse-based tool, which have its own connectors. Okay, you will get that tool from the Naveen. Okay, and he will help you to install also. The basis team will be helping you to install that. Okay, now we can write the code in that. Majorly, we will be writing the code in the ADT tool only. So that will be Eclipse based tool. So we will be doing reporting, anything we will be doing in that tool only now going forward. Okay, so they have come. So I told you that what. So see, few things you can work on both the things, means you can work on GUI as well as you can work on that Eclipse based tool. But few things you can only work on the Eclipse based tool. So it's good that we should work starting from the Eclipse based tool. So we in our training we will be using ADT, that is Eclipse based tool. I will be doing this setup for our next session, and I will show you everything how to do the setup and how to things work. Okay. So in the left hand side you see the blue screen. Blue screen is for the GUI. In the right hand side you see the Eclipse based screen. So reports is one of the functionality SAP provides. So it is same in both the GUI as well as Eclipse. But the functionalities like CDS views. CDS view is not available at the GUI level. It is available at the Eclipse level only. Okay. AMDP is also available at the Eclipse level only. So these are different parts which we will go in deep during when we go ahead. Okay. This is simplification. You in the initially I showed you one slide. Okay, where I showed you this one, right? This one. You see this word simplification of data model. Okay, so that I have explained you in the below. What the simplification means. I am taking you to that slide. Earlier we were having for sales we were having multiple tables: VBAC, VBAP, LIKP, LIPS, VBRK. These are the tables. Now you will be wondering why these names are there. These are all the German names. Okay, these are not the Indian names. These are the German names. Okay, because SAP is a Germany product, is a developed by the people who were German, so that why they gave these types of name. So initially they were having 5 tables, but finally you see that we have reduced those tables to 3 tables: VBAK status. Okay, like you open. Okay, now they have reduced this table. Wait, let me go to next one. Okay, so they were having the little bit issue in this slide is that we were saying in this slide we want to say that sales has multiple tables. So they were having table a different status table like let me explain you here. In ECC we have a status. We were having different table VBAC, and there was status different table was there. Okay, but when we came into this was in the ECC system, when we were in the ECC system. Okay, now when what SAP did, they created only one table and they accumulated this. How they matched this to this? They created append structure, that is VBAC underscore status in the same table. Similarly, for VBAP also there were multiple tables, but in as for HANA they created one table and they mapped that append structure to one table. So only you have to understand here is that earlier there were 25 tables for any module. Now they have been reduced to 5. In this way, simplification of the data model is happening. Okay. Then there is a concept of SAP gateway. Gateway means when you run the things on the Fury screen. So as Radhika, your brother is a front end developer, right? So he creates a front end screen. Okay, but data should be coming from the back end. Okay, to send the data from the back end to the front end, there is a middleware that is called gateway. Okay, so gateway, we can call it OData, anything we can call it. Okay, so we will be learning this also, how to send the data from the back end to the using gateway to the front end. Okay, so this is a front end is a person who develops the front end screen. Front end screen means he will be only working on the UI part. Means how many labels are there, how many things are there, what will be sent to the backend. Backend will be working on the logic part. Means use writing the select statement, doing calculations, and how they will match to each other using a gateway or OData service. Is it clear?
Yeah.
This ends the slide, but apart from the slide, I would like you to also tell you what about the system also. Okay, you will get this system from Naveen. Okay, so we will be working on the Eclipse tool. Okay, majorly. Okay, so in SAP, first of all, everything works in the form of transactions like SC11. This is for tables. Okay, if you have to write the code to display any reports, then we have a transaction called SC38. Okay, we have to learn all these things. Okay, I will be going in deep in each transaction. Suppose you have to create a module pool screen, then you have to go to SC80. Okay, so you see I am not clicking on any URL here. Okay, I am writing the transaction codes here. Okay, and now your question will be how will we remember these transaction codes? These are not easy. See, while you practice it again and again, you will keep remembering this T codes. There are no, not like 100 T codes which you have to remember. Majorly, there will be only 10 to 12 T codes you have to remember. And if you see the table names in SAP, right, you will see the table names like MAR. This is a table for material. In the, if you see, you have seen in the slide VBAC, right? In this slide, you have seen this VBAC, VBAPSC. So these tables all are there in SAP 11. I will put VBAK. This is your sales order header table. Okay, sales order header, sales document header data. Similarly, VBAP. This is your sales order line item data. Okay, so everything LIPS is your that delivery as the document delivery item data. Okay, so LIKP. I will once we start with the course, I will show you how to create tables from the starting, and whatever we create in SAP, whatever is Z, starting with Z, is the things which we have created. We call that anything starting without Z. These are standard given by SAP. These tables are given by SAP. Anything starting with Z, like the Z2023, Z100 mark, these are all tables which are created by us. Okay, rest all is created by SAP. Is it clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
So I would like to end this session here. Okay, I would ask Naveen to share this PPT to you, and you will have any questions, please send it to Naveen. Naveen will send it to me. Okay,
Okay. Thank you.
Naveen, are you there? Hello, Naveen. So any doubt in today's session?
Um,
No, sir.
okay.
Did you understand why SAP? Initially, it will look tough. I know that, but it's hardly 6 to 7 sessions. It will look tough, but then you will be able to. Then it's easy than Java and .NET. Okay, I understand civil background means it's very tough to capture this coding, but once you are into it for 5 to 6 sessions, it is easy as compared to Java and .NET. Okay, okay. I think I am closing this session. In case of any
Thank
notes, please reach out to Naveen. Okay,
Thank you so much.
for software. Thank you.
thank you.